For now, there's a company which prides itself as a reward tech company that they help businesses optimize sales and customer loyalty investments through its universal gamification of gains and consumer expenditure. The CashToken is an electronic reward and celebratory gift commodity. Connects patronage or gift in any part of the nation or economy to an opportunity for life-changing cash rewards and guaranteed cash for financial inclusion in the form of insurance, pension, and savings. To tell us more about this, we have Mr. Lai Labode. He's the Chief Executive Officer of CashToken Rewards Africa in the studio. Good morning, Mr. Labode. Thank you. Good morning. So I know that a lot of Nigerians, when they hear rewards and then hear cash, your ear tingles.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Everybody needs an extra cash at this time. What's this about?
Okay, first of all, thank you for having me.
Good to have you.
We decided a few years ago to establish a new generation of socially smart business models where we're able to not just only help to increase the velocity of economic activities in the country, but how to better the personal economies of the people of any country, of course, starting from Nigeria. So essentially, our business is a cash reward as a service, where we connect every patronage in a nation's economy to rewards that can potentially change their lives. We have been able to do this very well. And I can say today that if you look at some of the best results in the country in 2022, talking about patronage of some of the one of the biggest networks in Africa, you see that CashToken Africa has been a part of that, where every time you patronize or perform to a business, they give you what is called a cash token, giving you instant cash in your wallet and also putting you into a weekly national consumer draw, which is unprecedented, by the way. So every time you get a cash token because you performed and helped a Nigerian business grow, they have rewarded you with cash instantly in your cash to reward wallet. And two, you get a ticket into a weekly national consumer draw for 5,000 naira to 100 million naira. So I can say this very succinctly, that we are one of the very few companies today in Africa that ensures that people become millionaires every other week because they have made purchases and impacted the Nigerian economy, of course.
So while you're spending money, you're supposed to be rewarded for that. But give us an example of some of those products or services, or better still, paint a picture of how it works, you know, okay. Because you're talking of wallet. It yes. means an individual must have created that wallet. There are processes to doing that and connecting it to the service or products yes. that, you know, you can get yes. rewarded for.
It gets even simpler because, you know, the genius is in the simplicity. You don't even need to have created the wallet. All you needed to do is to have patronized the partner. So I'll give you an example of one of our partners, and a very interesting partner, brilliant partner at that, MTN Nigeria. If you patronize MTN, MTN has already set business objectives that it wants, right? And they also want to reward your loyalty at the same time. So MTN wants you to spend 1,500 naira. You know, maybe now you're spending 1,000 naira, right? And they promise you that if you do that, if you stay loyal to the network, we will reward you with a cash token. Now, you have met the objective. So you get an SMS from MTN telling you that you have been rewarded with a cash token, your instant cash in your cash token wallet, which is a reward wallet. It's not a regular bank wallet, it's a reward wallet. We'll put in the cash in there. And two, you also get a ticket into the weekly national consumer draw. So on a Friday night, Shlalale Friday, we'll call it, you know, you have just won 10 million naira because of a patronage. So we do that draw every week. Basically, we bring all the money from all the partners into a single pot, and we do a draw every Friday. That's what it is. So it's as simple as that. You patronize the partner, you get the cash token reward, get instant cash, and also get into the weekly draw where we make millionaires every other week.
So we'll get to the draw in just a moment, yes. But at these days where it seems technology is really exposed
yes.
and it's being abused, you
yes.
know, so you sometimes, you know, all those fraudsters, they send messages. So a lot of people do not pay attention to, oh, you have just won, Absolutely. Especially when I did not intentionally apply for
Absolutely.
something. So how do you get past that stage?
Okay, to start with, consumer education is very important. You know, there's a lot of fraud around. Because, you know, we understand the dynamics of all of this. So you have the mobile network, for example, in the case of MTN and the other networks that are partners. They educate their customers that we have started this program where we're rewarding you with the cash tokens. That prepares your mind. And two, when you win, we also reach out to you. So you have people reaching out to you from the mobile network itself, and of course, CashToken Africa. So that education is important, that keeps on going on. And part of what we have done also is that we showcase those winners on television. Nigerians want to see, Nigerians want to touch who won, and there's quite a bit of that going on. We have thousands and thousands of winners across the country. There's no part of the country today that we have not touched where people have not actually won money, and this is cash. Nigerians don't understand points, and you want to see cash. They know what to do with their cash. And they also want cash that is unrestricted. So imagine yourself now, the reward wallet that you have, your universal reward wallet, which is unprecedented, is for all businesses. So whether you're entering Uber, whether you're buying food, you're buying groceries, you're making calls, you're buying electricity, you have the same reward wallet. And part of what we're pushing today, and let me say, maybe let it be the first to come out on channels, that the National Lottery Regulatory Commission has just signed a partnership that perhaps will become the first in Africa for Nigeria to establish a national reward for all residents, citizens, and visitors, where every time you patronize a business in Nigeria, we have just signed that, and of course the partnership will span an initial period of 10 years. It is the first time in Africa where we're actually able to help increase the velocity of economic activities and better the personal economies of Nigeria, and then raise new monies for social impact. So when we're saying socially smart business model, it is a marriage of successful enterprises and social development. So the more money we make, the more direct impact on the people. And this is not based on charity, which is the genius, really. So it is that the businesses that are offering you the CashToken rewards in the first place are not doing it for free. They're making sure you're patronizing them, impacting the economy in a good way. Government can get taxes. And two, those winners that will create every other, they're also creating jobs. We have beautiful stories. We're currently doing a documentary, which we'll be sharing with Nigerians to actually see, or Africans to see, how businesses are actually impacting people while making money. And that's what we're encouraging, that Africa needs a new generation of socially smart business models that are not dependent on charity. So the brilliance here is that we're not doing charity, meanwhile we're impacting life sustainably every other time. And you can imagine how many billions we're able to do every year, impacting people directly, creating new jobs across the country.
And you are also in business.
Oh, absolutely.
CashToken is also in business.
Absolutely. It's important that we make money also. We need to be
exactly, because if that is shrouded in secrecy, it means there's something wrong somewhere. Yeah. And then you could lose the trust of the people you're trying to...
We make money, and we also try to show that, it's important to make money and be able to impact people's lives. And the only way to sustain it is not to build it around charity. Build it around, connect the interests of the people, the consumers. It's a new era of hyper-consumer centricity. The power is truly with the consumers. If you impact them positively, they will come to you. Before, most businesses will give you points and insist that you come and spend it in their place. The psychology, the new research shows that people want to be loyal in a place where their rewards are not restricted. They will come back. They know where to come back to, where there is unrestricted cash for them. And that's part of what we're training many businesses to actually be able to go to the next level, where a consumer has a single cash reward wallet across so many businesses, and that is the next generation. You see that when you say the future is the gamification of sales and reward, the power is really with the customer. But don't forget, no matter how good the reward is, if you're providing services that are not good enough, the customer wants services first before the reward. So it's a combination.
I know you mentioned MTN.
Yes.
Who are the other partners?
All mobile networks are currently giving out cash tokens. We're also currently partnered with MasterCard. Actually, we have a sub-Saharan project across Africa. It's called, it's strictly for MasterCard customers, mydealzone.africa. So when a MasterCard customer uses their card on that platform, they will get cash tokens for it, and that's actually across Africa. Today, we've gained entry into Kenya, we've gained entry into Ghana, we've gained entry into Cote d'Ivoire, and of course, we're looking to Tanzania, Uganda now, and of course, South Africa. So there's quite a bit ongoing. Let me also announce here to you that today we have a fresh $100 million from GEM in the US. We have a commitment for that. And of course, our access to the money is ongoing as we speak, as we're pushing to list on the Nigerian Stock Exchange and, of course, the New York Stock Exchange.
Yeah, listing will really boost the integrity and credibility around.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of individuals, they look out for that to see for the sustainability of the company. But you mentioned the draw, which is the ultimate, because, if I'm winning money, then I want to know when and how I'll be able to access it.
Absolutely. So what we have done is also to keep it very simple. So we have a code for all our customers. It's a single code. It is *6700#. If you go there, you can access your money on your own. You don't need to talk to me. If you dial the code, you can go to your wallet and move your money to any bank in Nigeria. We've already done that. If you want more, there are vendors there. If you buy airtime from them, they will give you cash tokens. If you buy electricity from them, they will give you cash tokens. So that code is singular for all businesses. So even if all of the business, and not even, when all of the Nigerian businesses get on this, and all will eventually do that, it's the same code that you have to dial to actually access your money. But let me also add that when we started this out, we had to hire Deloitte to actually audit the system. Hired Alexander Forbes to actually monitor the draws to ensure that, yes, there is credibility all of the time. You know, right now, we're going to another level where we're having multiple auditors, so that any of the partners can actually talk to the auditors instead of talking to us. Trust is an essential part of what we're selling here. And of course, the impact on the Nigerian people and African people is such a big one on our minds.
Yeah, and CashToken seems to be talking with so much confidence like there's no competition.
Oh, so let me say this. One of the things that we have been able to do very well is the creative alignment of interests. So we have seen businesses who consider those competition until we engage with them to say, you know what, if you are currently providing some sort of reward to any business in Nigeria or Africa, we're actually able to help you optimize the value, right? So what you already have today, we can add cash tokens to you to optimize it. And that's what we're doing. So we do a lot of co-opetition than trying to just compete. You know, anybody that takes a piece of your market is supposed to be competition. But we're redefining that space that going forward, we can actually work much more together, you know, and create much more value for customers and ourselves. That's our partners and, of course, our own business and our shareholders, of course.
So at the end of the day now, your partners are other businesses and providers of services, but of course the ultimate target are the customers, the consumers themselves.
Always.
And you say they can access their wallet through, could you say that again?
*6700#. But let me also add this, right? Our engagements are also ongoing with countries. You know, about 2 weeks ago, I was in Kenya, you know, with His Royal Majesty Oni of Ife, you know, and we met with the President Ruto, you know, we engaged with him on the need to establish such rewards for Kenya, where we have the Kenyans as local partners, you know, running the show, where there can be direct impact on the people of Kenya, generate new revenues for projects. So we're taking this across Africa, and that's why the investment of $100 million in our company at this time is very strategic. And of course, beyond Africa itself, you know, CashToken itself is going across the world. We have a base in the UK as we speak. That's going to be our connection to the rest of the world as it is. And we hope that before the year runs out, we'll see that business kick off. Also in the United
And we hope we'll have a lot of testifiers of your millions.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Lai Labode, CEO of CashToken Rewards Africa.
Yes.
Wish you the very best in your journey around the world.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
All right.